Welcome back to Teach a Man to Fish channel. Today's video, we're going to be doing spaghetti carbonara.
Check out the link up above. We're going to be making a 4-ingredient Dutch oven bread that's a perfect fit for this meal.
So how do you make spaghetti carbonara? You'll hear everyone refer to guanciale. Guanciale is actually just pork jowls. I'm gonna go ahead and use salt-cured pork jowls, a little bit of smoke in it. That's easy to obtain here in the South. So you can also use bacon or any other cured meat in it.
First, make sure you go ahead and remove that skin, and then you dice those into little cubes. At this point, you're going to want to get your noodles and your water boiling. That's potentially what's going to take the longest in this cook, depending on what type of spaghetti, linguine, what type of noodle you chose.
So if you take the pasta, twist it before you put it in, it ends up not sticking together and spreads out nicely. You want to make that pasta water just a little bit thicker than you normally would, because you end up using that heavy starchy pasta water, making your sauce a little bit more creamy.
We're also going to get our steak cooking. This is actually a top round roast out of a deer hindquarter. I've got a whole nother video that gives how to pull this steak out of the hindquarter, as well as how to grill, spice, and prepare this cut of meat. That link will be up above for you to reference.
Throw that crushed garlic in with those jowls as they're rendering out that grease, and the flavor will impart in that grease. And at the end of that cook, you'll just pull that garlic out and it'll be in that meal with a really subtle almondy garlic type flavor. Man, that smells good. There you can see that much thicker pasta water than you may normally do. The noodles, cook them al dente, not quite done all the way, because they'll finish up in that sauce. Worst thing you can have is some mushy noodles in this dish.
If you do choose venison, you'll notice that I'm cutting against the grain in this steak. It helps with the potential toughness, and you'll also notice that it is not overdone.
Four egg yolks and 1 whole egg. Now we'll go ahead and whisk those eggs up. If you've got a pepper grinder, set the pepper grinder to heavy so you have a little bit larger kernels, and they'll impart a really delicious pepper flavor. Add the Parmesan grated cheese in with those eggs. Whatever you do, don't use the pre-grated Parmesan cheese, because if you look at the ingredients that are on there, specifically says cellulose powder, which prevents that from clumping up, but it doesn't do your pasta dish any justice. Go ahead and throw that pasta in the grease that you created with the pork jowls. So I don't use cream, but if you have a different recipe and you put cream in it, do me a favor, comment down below and let me know your recipe, how you like to make it. So now you've totally turned off the heat, and you're gonna pour those eggs in, and the cook will finish in the heat left in the pan and the noodles and it'll turn that sauce and those eggs into a creaminess, but not actually scrambled eggs.
I just want to stress at this point that the heat is totally turned off.
Some people ask, is spaghetti carbonara healthy to eat? I have heard that those partially cooked eggs, they're not hitting that 160 degrees, which is what's keeping it creamy, and it can be dangerous for pregnant women to eat. But it is safe for most people to go ahead and enjoy this meal. So you can see how that sauce is just thickening right up. You're not actually cooking the eggs, but you're taking them just up to the point where they start to stiffen up. And between that and the cheese, that's what generates your delicious, creamy sauce. I like to put a little bit of peas on mine. That's an optional. So spaghetti carbonara does actually not reheat very well, but you could use it just by warming it up a little bit. You don't want to overcook those noodles, and that sauce and those eggs in it, it'll turn into scrambled eggs instead of a creamy sauce. So YouTube says that this video is perfect for your viewing habits. This is my latest upload, and this is a bunch of other cast iron cooking in a playlist. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please click like, subscribe, share, and come on back for more.